This is Alexander Spellane, Fisher Capital. We have the man himself, Charlie Kirk.
What's up, Alexander?
Hey, thanks for being here.
Thank you.
And everything that you're doing.
Thank you.
How has America Fest 2023 been?
It's been amazing. I mean, you see the energy. It's the most we've ever had.
Absolutely.
Well over 13,000 tickets sold. I got to get the final number. And Tucker Carlson on a Monday night, you see, filled up the whole thing. Every single seat was filled. So praise God.
I was here last year. It's been
it's much bigger, isn't it?
It really is. Yeah. I definitely see the turnout, and it's crazy because every event that I've done with you guys has just gotten bigger and bigger, and it really just is awesome to see your work translating and reaching so many people. So I want to ask you a couple of questions because I talked on main stage. One of the main messages I have for our audience is really how they can vote with their wallet. So what do you think conservatives need to do to stop making purchases that fund the left agenda?
Well, they have to go after companies that share the values, and thank you, Fisher. You guys have been great supporters of this, and honestly, all of our events throughout the year. It's been great, and I see that partnership growing even more as things go forward, so thank you. But yeah, we need to find companies that share our values, share our worldview, and are not part of the opposition. The battlefield is in the wallet more than even in the ballot box right now. And the ballot box is one moment in time. Right now what's happening with how we spend our dollars, it goes day and day and day. So that really matters a lot. And we need to understand we are in the midst of an economic war as much as a political war.
Absolutely. And also a lot of the people that I've spoken with and a lot of the speakers that you have here have now started to talk about how it's even bigger than that. It's a spiritual war.
I believe
it's something that we haven't seen in the past decade. A lot of speakers haven't talked about really or promoted just the faith aspect of what we're doing here as conservatives. And I really think that it attributes to a lot of the work that you've done. I know that you've actually pushed that, and I'm just really happy about that. So talk about really, in the past, you've supported the idea that conservatives need to get a foothold and get more control. What do you think that we need to do for the 2024 election? Because obviously, we're up to here in water with the left agenda. So what can we do right now ahead of the most important election of my generation?
Yeah, it really is. I mean, everyone has to do their part. I'm going to be working the hardest I've ever worked in 2024 and kind of leave it all on the field. And it's a big year, right? 2024 is going to be a year of whether we step up with our duty and energy and obedience and try to get this done. Donald Trump is going to be the nominee. He was a terrific president. I'm honored to call him a friend. And we have to get him back in the White House, period. It is mission to get him back in the White House.
Absolutely.
And everyone's got to do your part. Become a precinct committeeman. Give what money you can. Participate in the economic war. Pray, fast, engage. All those things are critical.
Absolutely. Fisher Capital's been very fortunate to support the event, obviously.
We are thankful.
Absolutely. So we obviously, it's pretty loud out there. We obviously, as a gold company, help a lot of conservatives take control of their finances. The best part about what we do is help them liberate themselves from a system that is just rigged against them, right?
Yeah.
So you support the idea of buying gold in the past. How do you think gold empowers conservatives?
Yeah, I don't do individual investment advice, so I want to be very clear. I know you do, so you should talk to him. But I personally have bought a lot of gold, right? And I'm a big believer in gold. I don't think having a bunch of dollar bills is very wise right now, as the Federal Reserve keeps on broadcasting that they're going to keep on pumping cheap money. And if you understand the economics of it, the Federal Reserve is left with no good options if Congress doesn't cut spending.
That's right.
They are basically signaling a new normal of hyperinflation. That's what they're saying, like, hey, we're going to have $2 to $3 trillion deficits. We're going to have 10 to 15% structural inflation, which means you need an asset class or you need investments that outperform inflation, or else you get poor every year.
That's right.
And so they're going to try to inflate their way out of the debt. Happy to talk about the economics of it. It's a bad idea, but assets that are finite in number do better when dollar bills are infinite. That's the best way I can explain it.
That was a great answer. So we want to wrap up. I know you've got to get back in there.
I got to close out the conference.
And we do as well. So we've watched Turning Point grow. I've been a proponent. I've told as many people as I can that I believe this is the single most important organization in the conservative movement. I truly believe that. So tell us what your plans are for 2024 and how can we expand the reach?
Yeah, so Turning Point Action, which is our political arm, we're hiring ballot chasers. We're going to be in Arizona, Wisconsin, Georgia. We're going to be doing amazing grassroots work. On Turning Point USA, we're going to keep our cultural and educational work going. more high school chapters, more college chapters. TPUSA Faith's going to keep growing. Blexit is strengthening. Turning Point Academy, our digital social media. I'm going to keep on doing my show, and we're just going to keep on doing our job.
Awesome. Well, God bless you. Thanks for being
Alexander.
on.
Thank you for the sponsorship.
Absolutely, Charlie.